a new week. I am just getting my day started. It is about 3:30. I also just finished my first meal of the day, which was oatmeal. I just hit a new week for pregnancy. The first thing that it talks about is fatigue at this stage. So I'm like, okay, this is clearly normal. That is exactly why my day is getting started at this point, because I was just laying in the bed, kind of just going with the motions and relaxing. The weekend is typically when I relax, but that's mostly Saturdays. Sunday is when I really get it cracking for the week. So that's what I am doing today. I need to plan for the week. Oh, no, I just got home. I need to plan for the week, and I also need to cook. I thought I was gonna cook something with beans, but I just realized I don't have any beans. So I have to switch that up. Hey. So I have to figure out what I'm doing. I know that I wanna make something with chicken, so I need to thaw out the chicken and try to figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm going to just be planning out the week. I also have a vlog to edit so that I can put it out tomorrow and be back on schedule with my uploads, because I've been a little later posting my vlogs because of just how I've been feeling. And I'm okay with it because it's really not anything I can help. If I could help myself, I really would, but I'm not trying to fight anything. I'm just going with emotions and just also trying to make sure I still do what I need to do. So the vlogs are something that I'm for sure committed to. I also could not do any formal videos because they're working up there and there's a lot of noise. So I have to try to figure out working down here or doing some type of, or setting something up so I could record down here for this week if I can't be upstairs. It's just one of those regular Sundays where I'm planning, cooking, and that's about it. There may be a delay with the closet because I have to order herringbone floors, which I didn't know there was a difference. I thought the contractor was just gonna cut them, but he said they come pre-made. And when I did my research and started calling around, no one really sells them pre-made. Most of the lumber suppliers are also not open today, so this is not a good day to make those calls. I found some online which looked like they were perfect, but there was like a 3-week lead time, and ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm gonna try to call as many places as I can tomorrow to see if I could find someplace local that has the herringbone. Otherwise, it would have to be the contractor cutting each piece, which is just way too tedious and cumbersome and would also cost more. And there's no need to do all that when it just comes pre-made. I feel like that would also give me peace of mind to know that it comes pre-made and he would just be basically putting it together like a puzzle. I actually just ran upstairs because the contractor just left. So I figured I'd show you guys what the progress is. First things first, the pocket door is installed, which was one of my dreams because the door actually opened this way into the room and my mirror is gonna be up against that wall. So I did not want the door to interfere. Plus it just adds more footprint to the room. I'm going to have some brass hardware here from M-Tech, so it's just gonna be like something where you just put your hand in and slide, which is nice. So let me go ahead and open it up. And it's mostly painted. Still some blotches there because he needs to go over it with another coat, but I think he's just trying to perfect all the corners, and then he will get another round of paint going to make sure everything is nice, smooth, and even. He patched up all the holes, like there was a patch next to here, sorry. There was also a patch up there, which is completely gone. Everything is patched up. So that's what he's been doing. He also kind of went over the work that the last guy did as far as fixing certain cracks that he felt like weren't really perfected. So he really just spent the entire week patching up holes, perfecting every single crevice to make sure there's not a crack in sight. I mean, he went over it a million times, so I know that all my seams in here are going to be perfect. The next thing is for him to put in the floors, which he's waiting on me for now. I'm the holdup, you guys. Could you believe it? Not really me, but he would really get going and be here tomorrow if it weren't for these floors. So I definitely need to find a way to get some flooring tomorrow if possible, as long as I can find a supplier that does the herringbone, like I mentioned earlier. This is definitely a lot more progress from what I showed you guys before, because the sheetrock was all exposed. Now you see most of the paint is done, and it really gives you an idea of what the full scope of the room is going to look like, because then we'll have these floors in. Now, once those are in, it's gonna feel like this room is completely done. It's just gonna look like an empty room, because he'll go in and add the IKEA shelving and all the other custom stuff that he's gonna do. That's why he has everything laying in the middle here, so he can get to all the parameters. So this is where we're at, folks. We're getting there. We are getting there. It is about to be 6 o'clock. I just finished doing my weekly planning. Not too bad on timing. I was supposed to start cooking at 5:30, but I just wanted to make sure everything was all set for the week. And I think I did figure out what I'm going to make for dinner. I'm going to do like a quinoa burrito bowl that I saw online. Most of the dinners that you see me post on my Instagram are things that I have saved in my collections on Instagram, where I can always go back as reference if I'm running out of ideas or anything like that. So because I did not have enough beans, because I'm still using beans, but I just don't have enough, and I'm actually gonna end up mixing black beans with red beans, which is fine. I just decided to go with a simpler meal, which I think everybody's gonna like. So let us get dinner started for the week. Veggie, also have the beans and the quinoa ready to go. I'll show you guys when I clean. Hey guys, I'm back. It's a new day. It's Tuesday. I did not get back to you guys yesterday because I was completely exhausted after cooking. I realized that I need to really push my time up to cook on Sundays so that I'm not going to bed so drained afterwards, and I could wake up on Monday morning ready to go. At any rate, yesterday I called so many different places, probably about 20 wood supply places, to find out if I can get the herringbone floors. I was only able to have some luck with one place that was supposed to get back to me yesterday. They said they did have a supplier, but they just needed to see how soon they can get the shipment out to me. I didn't hear back from them, so when I called early this morning, because they open as early as 7, I was up since then trying to figure it out so I can let the contractor know what was going on so he could know what to plan out as far as his schedule goes. And they were able to let me know that they can do overnight shipping, but then the wood has to sit for a week in the space that it'll be in so it could adjust to the temperature, because it's real solid wood. There's solid wood in the whole house. I was going to see if I could go with a laminate or a vinyl, but I'm also getting some gold inserts on the border of the herringbone. I'll put up a picture so you guys could see. And because I'm doing that, you really have to use real wood. And the contractor just thought it would be best to use real wood throughout the whole house anyway, because the entire house is real wood. The only place I'd probably do something different is the basement when we get to doing that. But the closet is a small enough space where I could get creative and do the herringbone and all that, because it could get expensive. Today, since the contractor will not be back until next week because we have to wait on that wood, I figure that I take advantage of cleaning up this office. I'm in the office right now and it's an absolute mess. It is upside down, you guys. And today's typically a day where I would get to recording, but because it's such a mess, I can't really function. I'm having a hard time even being motivated to be able to do the work. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys last week about how I am. It's hard for me to function if I don't have the right systems in place or if things just aren't together. This space has been making me dread even coming up here because it's such a mess, which is definitely because I do not have the space to be able to move about the way that I need to. I'm bringing clothes up here from other closets, don't have the energy to bring those things back down right away. Then it ends up piling up. If I had that closet right here, I would just be going back and forth from room to room. But that's just how important it is for this closet to get done. But in the interim, I have to work with what I've got going on right now, right? So, I mean, there's people out in the world who are working in spaces that's just this. They don't have the luxury of having an extra room as a closet. So I'm going to just have an attitude of gratitude and work with what I got right now, which is this room. And I need to just organize it. I will show you guys just for full transparency. Don't judge me. I don't have that energy like I usually do to be able to keep things up. And like I said, it's so much harder when you have to work between different floors. So that's what's just stressing me out. Once I know I accomplished that, then I know I'll be able to set up my rack so that I can get ready for the video that I'd like to do for this week. And since the contractor won't be here till next week, that also means that I can pump out all my formal videos that I have set up for the month. So I'm going to try to at least record several videos between this week and next week so that when I'm unable to be up here for the following weeks, I would have already recorded some content. So I'm trying to get ahead of the game regardless of how I feel. This is what I was talking about when I was saying I just got to persevere, right? I took my vitamins. It doesn't matter. I am motivated to get this done because if it's not done, I'm just going to keep dreading it every day. And I'm tired of just dreading walking into this room. I'm also going to try to do some cleanup with all the dust and all that that's in the hallway. I'll actually just flip you guys around so you can see, so you guys can have a better idea of what I'm actually trying to do up here so that your girl can function. All right, so this is what we're working with, guys. Yeah, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. And you probably can't tell in the video, maybe in the mirror, you could see some flashback of all the dust that's on the floor. I have the mop up here, and I'm also gonna bring the vacuum up so I could clean everything. I know it's gonna get dusty again. Maybe not this room if I keep it closed, but as long as the room is clear and there's space in here, I will feel much better. So I need to tackle all of this on the floor. It's just that these things don't really have a place. I actually need to put these things back in the boxes, which is kind of tedious. The boxes are stocked in the closet, so it's hard for me to bend down and get to them. But yeah, this is what we're looking like, guys. It is a hot mess, and this is like stuff that I've received. This is what the rack is looking like. These are like from old videos that I have yet to put away. You know, energy is something, I tell you. It really is. I'm going to move this rug downstairs because I think I'm just gonna put it in the baby's room because I don't even think I'm gonna use it up here. These shelves, which are gonna end up in the closet, I think I'm going to put out in this hallway over here, which I might as well just show you guys. This is what it's looking like out here. These are the boxes that the movers brought up, which I kind of regret telling them to bring up, knowing that I was gonna do this room because it's all dusty in there. And I feel like I should bring this all down to the baby's room so that we're just not cramped up here and the contractor can kind of do what he needs to do. It's not in his way. Most of this stuff up here on the floor is all his equipment, but what's up against the wall are boxes that have my stuff in it. And it's pretty impossible to get things. Sometimes I need to get to things that I can't even get to. And then that's the closet. But the shelves, I was thinking about just putting right up against this wall. Or maybe if I move these boxes, I can put the shelves up here or out here and just out of my way in this room. I really think that's what I'm gonna do because I just want things to be a little bit more organized in here. If I get all these things out of here, I'll be able to pretty much get this room looking like what I want it to be. I don't know 100% what I want to do. I know I want to add a chair in here. a nice swivel chair to be able to sit and do some work. So far, that's what I feel like I need to do. Transformation from what you guys saw earlier, and I'm so happy that it ended up being such a gorgeous day outside, because that also gave me a boost. I was listening to music and also just enjoying the sun while I cleaned. So there's this corner here. I have like my I'm like out of breath. Oh, the garbage man is here, so that's why you hear all that noise. But that is my little speaker for my music. I don't know if this is gonna stay up here, but it's gonna stay right there for right now. Then I just have this little section. I need to hang those up because they fell. I moved the mirror, if you noticed. I actually did that by myself. I can't tell anyone I did that because they're gonna kill me. When I moved the shelves out to the hallway, that's when I ended up moving these, because it was actually leaning up on one of the shelves and I had to get them out there. But that's just a little bit of my lighting. I have my rack there. The only thing left to do is just bring up whatever I'm going to do a video with later on. And I also need to order some hangers from Amazon, because I have no extra hangers to just hang the clothes that I need prepped for my videos or any shoots or anything like that. Then we're moving on to the desk. That box down there just has stuff to style my desk and other things that were in my closet last, that I'm just waiting for the closet to be done to see what I could distribute where, because some stuff will stay in here and some stuff will go in the office. My cue cards, I have my mics, my protein bars, and just I use this to prop my laptop on if I'm doing a Zoom or anything like that, or if I'm talking to you guys. This closet is packed to the max. It's a mess right now. I just can't even be bothered with it. I'm just gonna wait till I transfer everything, because this closet is really gonna be coats. All my coats are gonna go in here, and I'm actually probably gonna remove everything and make it just 2 tiers of rows top to bottom, so that I could do short jackets up top, longer jackets on the bottom. I messed this all up when I was cleaning today, and I honestly cannot even be bothered. The closet we'll tackle another day, but this is the hallway. That's just some trash that needs to go out. It looks a million times better than what it did before. All of these are going to be going into the closet. I still have to sweep up and mop the stairs, but I finally got this place looking decent. These corners here were a little hard to get. I'd have to get on my hands and knees, which was really, really hard to do. So that is it, y'all. I finally have a clean, organized working space to work from. And look how much bigger, excuse excuse me, look how much bigger their room looks now that I got those shelves out here. I don't feel as cramped. I felt claustrophobic with those shelves in here. Now I feel like when we just moved in, when this place felt like it was so big. Now I am off to go take a shower. I did have some lunch. You guys saw that a little bit before I showed you guys the room. I had some lunch, so I don't need anything until later on. I'm just gonna be drinking water the rest of the day because I need it with all of this physical activity that I did. You better believe this was damn sure a workout. So I'm only working out Wednesday and Thursday because tomorrow I'm hoping I don't wake up completely sore from all of this. I probably won't be sore because I've been working out, but just out of it. I'll probably be a little bit out of it, but I have to get to work. I'm gonna have to get to work. So after I take a shower, I'm going to just binge on some YouTube videos so I can get some inspiration and also just that education I was telling you about so I can figure out TikTok and all that good stuff. So the rest of the day is just dedicated to sitting on the couch and retaining information, which to me feels a little bit like leisure after what I just did for today. So I am definitely logging off for the day because it's been a long one. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow. Hey y'all, as you can see, I was recording my video earlier and now I am off to go pick up the floors that arrived at the wood supplier. It is probably about like 25 minutes away and they close at 4 o'clock. So I have like 45 minutes to get there, but I have to take into account traffic and whatnot. And that's pretty much it. I also need to run to the mall so I can pick up something that I have on hold at Forever 21. Not on hold, but I purchased it and I had it shipped to the store. So I have to pick that up before they send it back because it's been a few days and I haven't had a chance to leave the house, and it is a beautiful, gorgeous day out. So I'm happy to get out and just run these quick errands. And that's pretty much what I'm doing for today. When I get back, I'm going to edit the video that I did today. Hey y'all, I'm back. It's Thursday. I am actually not doing any workouts this week because of what I did earlier during the week. If you caught that, I just need to relax. Your girl is not trying to be on bed rest from just doing too much. So I'm listening to myself and everyone else around me and just taking it easy. Arvin's is like so nervous for me to work out. He told me to just stop working out and I was going to. I got ready to just throw on my clothes and then I was just like, nah, let me relax. At any rate, I am all greased up too. This is me trying to do some damage control from my first trimester when I completely neglected my face. So I am doused in bio oil right now so I can try to get my skin back to being even because it's just a mess. It's not like a hot mess, but it's not what my face is usually giving. So I need to get back to that. I am warming up my lunch. I have some leftover Zaz. If you're in Boston and you don't know Zaz, you need to get familiar. My favorite restaurant in town, and it is literally in town. It's right up the street from me. So while that is actually warming up, I got a package delivered, which is a home item that I purchased. I'm going to be doing an entire like home haul later on this week for y'all. It's really next week, but when you guys are watching it, it'll be in the same week that you're watching this. But maybe I'll just give you guys a quick little sneak peek and go more into detail when I do the haul later this week. Look how I almost burned my lunch. These fries, oh, I gotta wash my hands first. But this is what came in. I got it so I could style it with the green chairs. We were missing a footrest to rest our feet while we're sitting on one of those, and I came across this last week. But I will give you more detail later on this week in my haul, so make sure you watch my haul later this week. Hey y'all, it is Friday. The sun is getting ready to set. I have such a beautiful view of the sun setting right now. As you can see, I just finished eating. I had not eaten all day, which is not good. I was pretty much resting all day, which I really needed, especially after everything that I did this week. I think all the physical activity just really wore me down. So today I just rested. I didn't have any real plans, but I just can't believe it's already Easter weekend. I feel like that was just yesterday. And I also can't believe it's already spring break for Namaya, because I feel like I just told you guys that she had her winter break like 2 videos ago or something like that. And we're already at this point. And I'm just reflecting on what was going on a year ago. We had gone to DC to go visit Arvin's. Me and Lavinia did the Easter tablescape. And a really sweet milestone, a year ago this week, I saw this house for the first time at an open house. We saw 2 houses prior to this, and those were the ones that were really my perspectives that I had my eye on, and I felt like we're gonna be the one. This one was just one of those homes that you just come to see for the hell of it. I had no idea that it would be in the cards for us to have this home. So to be standing here a year later and living in it is really surreal. When I actually went to DC after going to the open house, the house was not on my mind at all. And in fact, I thought it was gonna sell the next day because of how crazy the market is nationwide. So I just figured, oh, we don't have enough time. I'm going to DC. The house is gonna be gone anyway. No need to pay any mind. But lo and behold, when I came back, I was babysitting the kids that next week when we got back. So I was busy with them, but a notification came through to say that the house was having another open house. And not only that, it also dropped in price. It dropped in price actually the next day after that first open house that I saw. And that's when I really thought, okay, it's gonna be completely gone off the market. But when I got that notification, I told Arvin's and I was like, should I go see it again? We went to go see it and it was history from there. We had our conversation with the realtor and now this is our home. So I am about to show you guys what the floors look like that I picked up, because I realized that I never showed you guys that. That was quite a process because they had to get everything in the car. I should have got my dad's pickup truck for that, but everything really fit. It wasn't that much of a big deal, but it would have been more ideal. So let me just show you guys. Alrighty, so this is what the wood looks like. This is solid red oak, which is the same thing that we have here. There's 11 bundles here. These shorter ones are for the herringbone, and then this taller one is just a combination of short and long pieces to go around the border, because there's going to be a border around the herringbone pattern once it's all completed. So I think he's gonna lay down these ones first. So these have to be here for a week. So a week from Wednesday. So by Wednesday, they would have been here for a week because they have to adjust to the temperature. And I'll show you why. So if you are a homeowner or thinking about buying a home, this is one of the things, especially in new builds. So you see these gaps in the floor? That is happening because the wood shrunk throughout the winter season. Once the summer comes back, it's going to expand and these gaps won't be here anymore. But what the guy at the wood supplier said is that if they left it long enough in the house, maybe they were rushing during construction and didn't have time to let it sit for the amount of time that it needed to sit. Otherwise, this gapping wouldn't happen. Drives me nuts, but there's really nothing we can do about it right now, especially because of the climate that we deal with here in New England. But this should be a different outcome because we're letting it sit for the proper amount of time, and I will put a picture up so you guys can see what the herringbone looks like, because I'm really excited to do that. And I actually thought these were more expensive than the laminate or vinyl floors, but when I looked it up, they were actually a little bit more expensive for the square footage that I needed. So that means that they gave me this wood at a good price. So better to get solid wood anyway. So I'm happy with that so far. So the contractor should be here by next Friday. He is going to start off with the flooring and then move on from there. And we will be moving on to the next step of getting the closet done. I thought it was gonna be done in April, but doesn't look like it. But as long as we're making progress, I'm fine with it. We are not completely stagnant. We just have to wait on that process for the wood. And that's it. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. I will see you guys on the next one.